I ain't heard that song in a minute. That's
I told you, man. He always gonna get you going, man. Oh man, listen, I want to welcome y'all to the You Wasn't Outside podcast on the Grown Folks Podcast Network. Yes, that's my man right there. He did it without me even cueing him. I told you. Oh man, it's your host, not doing the most, normal ass Carl to my front. I hate that. Why did you do that?
That's my favorite.
Hey, that was back when I used to play the music, right? That's why I made that.
And Deflex.
That was like my thing. Like I was like, I'm gonna put the DJ Normal S Carl in the mix, and I never got to because he was like, nah, I got this. So you see how you was grooving? He does set the vibes. I give it to him, and so now he plays that to be funny. That's his thing. So to my front, I have my man at Just Lex, and to my
Carter and Deflex.
Just Lex.
Oh yeah, that's where you.
I have my man at Just Lex, and then to my right we have a very special guest. I have my man Justin here from the Peace Watchers.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Justin, first of all, before we get into the Peace Watchers app and what you're doing in regards to your movement, let's do a brief check-in, man. What's been going on with you, man? How's everything been going?
I can't complain at all. Life's been good. I mean, and even when it's not, I still move forward, roll with the punches.
There you go.
Positive vibes all around. Everybody's healthy. I always ask my people these days now, like, everybody healthy, everybody good, because health is wealth.
Yeah.
All my people are healthy right now, knock on wood. So
that's a good thing. I mean, we got wood right here.
Sound like we doing serious stuff today.
Nah, man. We still gonna have fun, man. Don't worry about it. I know you was super serious last night, so that's what got you. You done woke up with a weird Sunday feeling, man.
What happened was I was watching that mid-ass All-Star weekend and was like, you know what?
I didn't even watch it.
You ain't missing that.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't. Look, it's not there yet. It's not there.
I was when I was thinking about who can do the Super Bowl next, and I was like, these might give this shit to DJ Khaled. And then based on last night, I'm like, nah, he got a couple years.
Oh man, yeah, he got some time. Got some time. Did you see his skills?
Huh?
Did you see a skills drill? I saw that on
I watched the whole thing.
Very terrible. Yeah. Little side shuffle and everything. Didn't miss it. This said never give up. They gave him the rocket. Never give up, man.
When you compare anything to that Super Bowl episode or the Super Bowl halftime, Khaled looked almost JV because that halftime.
Talk to him.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was good.
You can come back whenever you need to.
Oh man! Speaking of which, when we watched, so my man's is different, right? He's really
okay.
West Coast like influence and everything. So my man's, when the halftime, I was at his house for Super Bowl,
right?
So when the halftime came up, he went into his pantry.
Shop in the pantry, like in the closet.
He was just chilling in there.
Needed some alone time.
And like in the chair in the pantry. Yeah, it's a walk-in pantry, so you can just imagine how crazy it is. I said, man, you all right? Like
I didn't want nobody to see me cry.
Yeah, man. I was like,
it was my moment, man. I feel like it was like I put in the work to get us there.
I was gonna get.
They should have had me.
Like that's your team.
That's it. Team. I didn't even know what the score was.
We made it, y'all. We made it.
Nah, man. I didn't. Yeah. I didn't have my khaki suit ready, but
that's crazy, man.
God.
So you had a solid week for the most part?
No, I didn't.
Okay. It was a lot of strife.
It was a long week, but we here now.
There we go. Well, we made it. All right.
Daddy daycare in full effect.
Yeah, we there.
4 out of 5 weeks.
Respect.
Yeah, it be like that, man.
Heck
so Justin, tell us about yourself, man. So what's going on, man?
Start with the whole daddy daycare, man. The first thing I guess register as or identify as the father, man. I've been a father.
Here you go. That's what I'm talking about. You just come in and shit on me real quick.
Nah, man. I'm catching eye with you, man. It's I've been a father most of my life, man. I became a father when I was 16. You know what I mean? I'm 40 now, about to be 41 soon. So
you got grown kids.
Yeah,
they driving and everything. Working.
Yeah, man. My daughter's a senior in college.
Oh, there 24. You go. That's a blessing right there.
My son's in the Air Force. 23,
okay.
Doing his thing. So
thank you for his service.
Oh yeah, respect. So those kind of things is what I'm based off of, man. I got 2 lovely parents from Barbados. I'm West Indian.
Oh, okay. Still drove. Hey, you know he's like West Indian too, because he still got his hair at 40. No, I'm 32. My stuff is just gone, man.
Yeah.
I want some flowing locks like him.
Word,
all
man.
the cool hairstyles came in 2020 and 2010 and all that, man. I missed that. I was rocking this cut in 95. This same cut.
Clean. The clean, fresh cut.
Oh, man.
Hey.
But yeah, so you say you're from Barbados. Your parents are from Barbados.
Yep.
Are you originally from San Diego?
No, I'm born in Brooklyn.
Oh,
New
okay.
York.
There we go.
Well, my dad is a retired Marine, so that brought our little small piece of the family out here.
Yeah.
So I went to a high school out here in Oceanside.
Oh, okay.
So I've been out here a long time.
Oh, so you made a nice little trek down here then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because from Oceanside down to here about 45 minutes. So it's good. Them technical difficulties would have made me feel really sick,
I would have
man.
known he was Brooklyn before. That intro might have been a little different.
He
I would have gave him a nice little rundown.
Next time.
Oh man!
Yeah.
So,
Word.
what brings you in here, man? So, what are we shedding light onto right now?
Man, I got a little something going on called the Peace Watchers.
What is Peace Watchers?
Man, it's
Everybody rocking them on the shirts, man. Hold on, let me get my shirt out. There we go. There's my Peace Watchers shirt right here. Make sure we get the branding out there. So, what is Peace Watchers?
Respect, man. We created a community safety app. If you are stopped, detained, pulled over,
No, so it ain't for me.
no, for anybody, bro, or for a young lady leaving the bar at night feeling unsafe, or my daughter walking across campus, you know what I mean, feeling unsafe. You can open the app, drop your location. Anybody in a 5 to 10 mile radius that also has the app will be notified, and they can show up and peacefully keep watch, so everyone goes home safe.
Yeah.
So it's like a ping or like share my location on the iPhone, but for like the masses that are on some, I got time to help somebody out tonight.
Yeah, just show up and peacefully keep watching. We also have my favorite part of it is something called a safety tree, where if you put 5 of your own people, family, husband, wife, uncle, brother, whatever, son, and those people, no matter what the distance, get notified of your issue or your problem. So those kind of things, just general safety, using the good people in the public to look out for each other.
Yeah, I know, some girls that like they'll hit their homegirls up, like if they going on a first date or whatever, like this is where I'm gonna be at. If I don't hit you by this time, then call me or whatever. Yeah. I think dudes, all we do is like, yo, if I send you that message, that means I need to get out of here. You need to call me on some mama's in the hospital type thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But was there something specific in your life that led you to develop something like this?
No doubt, man. When George Floyd got murdered, man, and that video took the whole world up to level 10,
right?
Man. That energy was big. The energy was rocking things, even personally, for sure. I'm 6'6", 300 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, I see myself in something that happened like that. I'm a good dude. I've worked my whole life in healthcare. I'm a respiratory therapist. Like,
there you go.
I'm on a square side. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't look like that. You know what I mean? So those kind of things could easily go bad. So I took that energy that we was all feeling to want to do something and want to push it positive, man. And got with some really close friends of mine, some family members of mine, and so you know what we could do for our own safety. We're gonna create a little text thread, like you were just saying, a little text thread that, if I get pulled over, somebody said, I'm gonna hit this text thread, and if it's 20 of us, all homies on our whatever, show up for each other, whatever. And then one day, my girl says, it's like within like the first 2 weeks of us building that, my girl said, or my wife said, catch that.
Yeah.
My wife said,
she'll see how sincere you are in the video. That's cool. He said, hey, wait, my wife said.
But I found that once you get married, like after the wife thing kind of wears down, it's kind of like quote unquote cute to introduce them like, oh, this is my girlfriend, because we young again. Like, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah,
my forever girlfriend type of stuff. So it's like,
you try to keep it fresh.
I'm shooting some bait. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know.
Still your girl.
When the lady get that wife tag, they ain't giving that up. Like,
no, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, when you want to feel young again, like, yeah, I got a date with my girlfriend tonight.
Okay,
like,
I like that. I like that. I'm with that.
Especially when you got these running around.
Well, my wife said, you should make that an app so everyone has that.
Right.
So everyone can have what you guys are building. Everyone in the world should have, not just be able to call one person, text one person, whatever. Something that you can just hit 4 buttons, bing, bing, bing on an app and be like, your people get hit up. The people around you get hit up. So that's how it kind of came about, man.
That's fire that she kind of pushed that for you and you ran with it.
Yeah, real deal. You mean, good ideas come from anywhere.
So what's the functionality like as far as like what to expect as a user if you're opening up the app and you're getting ready to use it? How does that work? Is it like based off of like location? Is it based off like a community, like a larger community? How's that break down?
Right. So it's based off location based at first. You obviously have to be on the Peace Watchers app, right? 5 to 10 mile radius, depending on where you are, and it's really built off strength in numbers.
Yes.
The more people that have it, the safer we all can be. Like the more people that respond, the safer we all can be. Like I don't know, people just showing up for you might help you take your anxiety down. If something's going bad, I'm feeling pressured or feeling a little scared, a little nervous, I might act a certain way. But if I know my brother's coming, my auntie says she's showing up, I can take it down, and all things may go a little better.
But can you though? Like, and what I mean by that is, so you said you were inspired by George Floyd, and while that's a specific situation, and your app is for many different types of situations, the whole thing was your app in his situation wouldn't have done anything because that was on camera. There was a whole bunch of people watching.
Sure. But there's a lot of things that's not on camera.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not discrediting his app.
I'm saying specifically
for the reason why he went for this app in that situation. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, there were people already there. Right?
And so when you say it brings your anxiety down, I guess in general it would, but I'm only thinking specifically of George Floyd. Like that anxiety in certain situations is going to be there anyway.
But what about for sure?
No matter who's
watching.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. This app will not cure 100% of anything. For sure.
Right. No, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and it makes you feel better. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
There's times where like when we talked about this before. He and I, we got pulled over. Maybe about 10 or 11 years ago.
It was almost 15.
15? Yeah,
almost.
It was, yeah, he's right. Because I was coming home from school. It was like my freshman or sophomore year or something like that. And we were up in Fashion Valley. Now, given, how we dress now is completely different, but how we dressed back then,
of course,
we get pulled over. And I'm sitting here thinking like, man, we in Fashion Valley. You've been to Fashion Valley at least one time. I hope somebody's stopping and watching this because, they got 3 black men and 1 white guy that, dressed the part with everyone else, pulled over. And I hope somebody's at least filming this because this is crazy. You know what I mean? And it would feel good to have something like the Peace Watchers app because it's like, all right, look, man, I just got stopped right now. If anything crazy going, you can come over here, check on me, make sure I'm good. Because when that happens, you're not allowed to be on the phone when the police come or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that split second of what you have between when they're in the car and you're sitting down,
when they run
you can press the button and say, hey, look, man, here's the ordeal that we got going on, man. If y'all can head en route or whatever, just to make sure I'm good. Exactly. Because even though his app wouldn't stop, what happened in that George Floyd situation, because we know the footage was out.
There's plenty of other situations to where this is going to be 100% effective.
A video camera stalls people out, though, is what I'm saying.
Not even that, just people. What we also saw during at least the past couple years, I've seen videos of random just Samaritans would pull over next to a car because they pulled over a black man or whatever, and just start filming just to be like, I got you, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
calm down, fam.
It doesn't mean nothing's gonna happen, but he's gonna think twice before he does it.
Right. You're thinking my chances of this.
Yeah. If somebody randomly pulled over next to me when I got pulled over, I would definitely feel better about it.
For sure.
So when it comes to the functionality, people are using 10 different apps at any given time.
Right.
So I would assume this is gonna be, if I'm a user, not using it for but just like a spectator. Like, I'm the person, he gets pulled over, I'm going to be the one that's showing up.
The Peace Watch.
But if I'm not on the app, then you have to have like a really solid notification process. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So is there notification sent even if the app's not running? Because if I'm not constantly with the app up, then I won't know that he's getting pulled over.
True. And those, when you first download the app, you have those choices whether to keep your notifications on, whether app is up or not.
Yeah.
To keep notifications on in the background, or to never have them ever, only when you open it. So those choices are there. Just like most apps these days, you can break it down of when you want your notifications up, depending on your situation, your timeline, whatever you have going on, for sure. So it's choices up to you. We would like you to keep it on just for that helps everyone.
Because that would make more sense.
You would hope so. But yeah,
it's not like Uber Eats. Like, I got an hour, let me go make some money. It's like, oh, I got an hour to kill. Let me go save some brothers. You know what I mean?
But if that's what all you have that hour, we will take that hour too.
No, yeah, for sure.
What about people that would want to have, like, let's say anonymity? Like, what's the information process look like signing up for the app and being a member?
Right. So we need what you identify as. Just so we need a picture so people who show up know what they're looking for, who they're looking for. We need a birthday till you're a certain age, because we don't want to have 18 and under. That causes other issues with
so the app is only for people 18 and over.
Right. Okay. Right. For now, we will have some other things coming out next level for.
Oh, you got to walk through the red tape real quick, though.
Have to. We just got our business insurance all lined up, so you got to speak the part. So I mean, we have a lot of ideas coming ahead of us, but this is where we're at now. You know what I mean? We have a lot of growth and ideas coming to mind. But I'm proud of what we've done so far, and it's been a 2-year road getting here. And
do you have like a tech background, or do you have partners that are doing that side, or how did you like when your girl says, "Hey, you should make this whole app"? Like, if my girl told me that, I'd be like, "Sounds fun." What you mean?
Where do I start?
Yeah, that's the exciting part. Is I have zero tech background.
Oh, that's fire.
Zero, and I mean, I have some guys that are like high level into Facebook and social media, that kind of thing, but not like tech. So we're starting from ground levels. We went and made calls and did interviews with certain teams that build tech and build framework for it. So I mean, it took us a while to make those right decisions, but we took our time, and I think we got us here in a decent amount of time when you're actually building an LLC, right? That was 2020. We're now in 2022, so it's a 2-year road here.
But that's not even like in the grand scheme. 2 years is not a big deal. Like the fact that you got that far with zero tech background, and everybody who's like most your core people don't have that background, and y'all just ran with it with the idea.
Correct.
You got to where you got now. Like that's inspiring.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
That's legit, man. They even like I said, just to even get to this point that you're in right now, man, that's just amazing. And like you said, it's location based, man. So I mean, there's always people around you. I'm thinking of like different location based apps where people, communicate like that, like Waze, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody, the GPS.
The police is out here. Everybody loves to run this one stop sign. Don't do it today.
Don't do it. That is one. Yeah, man. Or these debris on the freeway. Like it give you a heads up, before it even happens.
The speed trap coming up, or whatever they be saying.
So, like the functionality of the app, does it kind of work like that? Is it like in a form? If you can kind of describe like what we would be looking at once we sign in, or after we do the sign in process.
Yeah, I can show you right now.
Or there might be like a hot spots where you're getting pulled over in general, or checkpoints, and I'm sure it's more detailed than what maybe we're thinking of. Like there's a bunch of different components to.
Correct. So as I'm gonna show you here, you guys can't see, but it's all map based, right?
Shoot.
So it's based. This is San Diego, right?
So it'll have data where people have reported being pulled over before and stuff like. That's what I mean. Like a history.
The data collection part is only handled in the background now.
Who you selling my shit to?
Nah.
I'm about to get in your pockets in a minute. Go ahead and finish what you're saying.
About to get in your pocket.
Real quick, finish what you're saying.
No, we're not selling anyone's information to anybody, but the data collection is not publicized at this moment right now. We don't have enough right now to even start.
Yeah.
But as you can see, we got some San Diego natives here, and it's map based, all on location, right? So you can single in all the way and see across America if you want to do like that whole thing.
Yeah, you got you out here a little bit.
A little bit. We're doing some things, but you can scroll.
Coast to coast, LA to Chicago.
Bars. You got bars.
That's
man.
pretty cool.
So
you can request people too, like friends request.
Yeah, you can.
Hey, good looking on watching out. Follow my Instagram. We friends now.
So,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's very simple. Police stop. I don't feel safe. It's but we have, other issues. I mean, issues, but like little things like know your rights. We have a whole know your rights.
Hey, look at that
thing where
I like that.
I
like
do's
that.
and don'ts.
That is dope.
If they don't say this Miranda word for word, that shit don't count.
And that's actually factual.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously, but the do's and don'ts of getting pulled over, the do's and don'ts of publicly recording something, the do's and don'ts of
don't reach for this, and, all that,
all that stuff. And
tips.
we even have our own YouTube channel with like skits acting these things out. The do's and don'ts of all kinds of
things. So he not playing, man.
Oh yeah,
it reminds me of the dude that do the, a way better version of it. It seems more like realistic. The dude that be showing you how to fight 20 guys.
Oh yeah, my man.
He going to the circuit, but it's like because you said you had the enactments or whatever. But it's like like that's. You're right. It is gonna be a serious episode.
No, we don't gotta get too.
It is. Well, the only reason why I say that is because. Coming from
last week was pretty serious.
It was too. Well, this week's serious too. So we'll get our jokes off next week. The reason why I say that is because he's on to something, right? And it's that when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me, "Yo, if the police pull you over, get butt naked. They ain't gonna make up nothing on that you got something on you." And she was joking, but she was semi-serious,
dropping knowledge on you at the same time.
Like say yes sir, no ma'am, or whatever. Give them the ultimate respect. And it's like some people don't have that, right? And as unfortunate as some of these things happen, right? I'd rather kill someone with kindness to kind of avoid some of the things that's going on or what could happen, in my situation versus the other way around.
So like a lot of other parents, like your mom, she went that, but I think most black parents, they might say, just get home. Like even if you're being phony, like, oh, they don't deserve your respect, like that don't matter. Just get home.
That's the thing. Some people think that
I gotta be real. Like that's
being
not me.
that way means you're weak or soft or
just
whatever.
Get home.
Just
that's what I'm gonna tell them. All that. Just
safe,
get home,
bro.
Yeah.
Worry about all that other shit later.
Yeah, you take care of it because if you don't come home, there's nothing we can do to help you out then. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal. Yeah. And some people don't have that benefit. That's why I'm saying like that's dope that what you have, because some people don't have the benefit of having somebody sit down or an OG or something like that and be like, hey man, here's game right now. Because I tell you what, you meet them with aggression, you're only giving them a reason to continue on doing what they're doing anyway, or take it up to another level in which by the time they go to court and all this other stuff happens or whatever, depending on what happened to you, it's already happened at that point.
Right or wrong, you'll always lose. If aggression versus aggression, they're allowed to do what they do and you're not. So right or wrong, even if you're right, you can still lose.
Right. It's not about being right in these situations. It's like you treat the cops like you got to treat your wife. You're just like, all right, you got it. You know what I mean? You got it.
You got a point. He got a point, though. I'm telling you, hey, he'll find a way to make sure that we.
My man be killing me. You treat the cops like you treat your wife.
You got it.
You got it. I ain't never heard that example.
That was just another joke for him.
You got it.
Because I did say I was going to get in your pockets real quick. Is this your full-time gig?
No. I'm a respiratory therapist.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. You did say that. Because what I meant was like, okay, so, and this is this might have been this wasn't our group chat. It was a different group chat I was talking about. But we were talking about like people that jump too quick in the entrepreneurial, like they're chasing their dream, but it's like that's a great thing. But for the most part, for the people that are like, it's great that you're doing that, but I know a lot of poets and stuff like that that's like they ran with it. It's like, nah, dog, keep your job. Or even what we doing now. Like if we did this, if we got paid for this and did full time, like I'm sure we would quit our jobs like at the drop of a hat.
I'd probably keep my job, to be honest with you.
I'm saying like what I mean is
I probably would.
I'm saying if we were getting paid like that.
Like if it matched what your job pays,
and you
would you still do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it went higher than your job pays, would you still do it?
We've all met rich people at this point in our life. Right? I just feel like they don't have enough stuff to do during the daytime to where it's for me,
you do
just me. I'm just being
you
different.
do important work. Okay, but the average person might wake up and be like, I got to go to work today. Now you go up and you're like, yo, I make a difference. I'm a great person. Right? You know what I mean? So like,
it's a great feeling to have. Real shit.
But what I'm saying is the average person
saving lives
like, you know what? Keep that job and grind, and then use that to leverage, to pay for your dream. So I'm sure this app took a little bit of bread to develop.
Yes.
And maybe you and your wife, you guys are working, and you use a little bit of that to put into the app. And what I mean by that is because what I meant by digging in your pockets is like I don't like. This is a free app.
Yes, it is.
So I don't see like a monetization, but it doesn't seem like something you want to monetize on. This is like, you know, for the general masses, just to be good-hearted people.
But if you keep the money out, it keeps it true, though. You know what I mean? Like,
it does cost money to develop, to run, get the bugs out, and then probably to just, you know, the administrative part, stuff like that, to where like
business insurance.
Is there any way, like, do you plan on at least monetizing enough to let it pay for itself, or what is the plan when it comes to that?
And I think that's important to ask, because then people may wonder, and then you can at least break it down. It's like you being a stock and you showing the financials.
Well, because I know this is the type of stuff I would think of, like, oh, what a great idea. Like, this is somebody, like, obviously a good-hearted person done this, but, like, the shit ain't free.
Yeah.
Is he did like? Are you bred it up to where you're just like, yo, I'm changing the world. I'm about to solve AIDS. You know what I mean? I'm about to do something like that. Like, just out of the goodness of my heart.
What it costs? Let's run.
Because I have a regular 9 to 5, and this shit ain't like you said. Oh, I'm a rich person. I ain't got much to do, so let me just develop an app and save the world. Like, no, it ain't like that. Like, I got
people to feed too.
April 15th around the corner for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's only what I meant when I was digging in your pockets. I just meant something like on that type of
word. Well, you're right, man. 100%. The app is free. I really made it free. I mean, we had the choice to make it 99 cents, make it $1.99. We had the choice to do all that, right? But I didn't want to put money ahead of what the vision is, and I don't want there to be any reason why someone doesn't have it or can't get it.
Yeah,
I'm
not.
Can't get it, man. I got the $2.99 this month, bro.
You better text me directly, because I ain't about to find out you pulled over that $1.99. Oh, man. $1.99 give me a tenth of a gallon of gas.
You see what I mean?
But you know what though? So like, but like what you're saying, you were saying that you didn't want to do it so people can still have access to it, right, and be able to get it with no problem.
But maybe in the corner when the app is running, maybe you can sell like a little ad space to something random. Maybe that has to do with. Which is what I was thinking. Yeah, maybe it has to do with. Like within the general theme of the app, somebody, you know, maybe just
for sure, and that's what it's going to end up being too. Like, there's a lot of free apps that, you know, make a little money off of, you know, advertisements, or sponsorships, or connections, or those kind of things. And we have those kind of things in mind too. We do a little coaching. We've done know your rights safety courses for AmeriCosta College. We have a couple connections coming up with other colleges trying to teach things also. So it's not just like a one lane thing. This is the major thing, but this is kind of a brand and a movement that, whether money comes or not, we really want to do this.
Right.
And I do hope that money comes in, that we will find the numbers. And if we show we get 10,000 downloads, then the advertisements come.
Yeah, when you bring those,
you mean, so that will all come, hopefully, Lord willing.
You're still in the proof of concept phase.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to show the numbers, right? And we have decent numbers, decent following. You know what I mean? Got some Instagram stuff, whatever. But when you make a real difference, real change, and start showing the numbers, and then that will come with it, and we deal with it when we get there. Lord willing, it all goes well.
What's the vision that you guys have, at least right now? Obviously,
Shark Tank.
When is it?
He get on there and tell the story. Look, like, he tell the story. He's like, I got George Floyd, all that white guilt up there. Like, you know what? How much you need, man? How much you need? Mark Cuban signed that shit right.
He said the white guilt. That got me weak, man. Oh man. When does the app come out? First of all, let's start with that.
2/22/22. So we're about
my daughter's birthday.
Donda too. A lot of shit dropping that day.
Man,
you got a lot of competition.
It's real black. But you doing it Black History Month by design too?
Yeah, man, that was part of it too. I mean,
shout out to you making your deadline.
Respect. I mean, once we locked in the last step, the last hurdle we had to jump was locking down business insurance, because we can't launch this kind of thing without being smart and watching your back, right? So we got that.
Yeah, I can imagine like the
liability.
The things they're thinking about. Like, damn, you got these people linking up on not like a Tinder type, but like, people knowing people's location. You know what I mean? Like, just popping up like on some. You know, it'd be really ironic if I'm the peace watcher, right? And then I get a notification. It happens to be the ops. Like, oh, now I got the drop on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm about to.
But you're right.
I'm about to line you up.
They should have had you in the meeting for all the things that possibly that the random person would think about.
This is the same conversation we've been having for mad years. Like, what if
That is a good point. Yeah,
the homie from Hoover see somebody from you know what I mean.
Look at him trying to keep the peace. But people do that. And you have to take on like that responsibility of like of what will happen. Not necessarily take on the responsibility of people's stupidity, but at least be aware of like what may be the pitfalls and stuff like that. From having this. I mean, heck, you might even have hackers like how they be on the house of highlights at the bottom, like come see hot singles. You never know what kind of wild stuff you might have
for sure.
But I think like the crux of what you have, I'm definitely gonna sign up for the app because I think it's dope. I think even me having young children, black children. It's important for them to be able to build a community and and strength. I mean, given where we live at right now, it's not so much like of an issue, at least that we've had to deal with, at least in this specific neighborhood is what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean that my kids won't be going off to different areas. Yeah. Like I hide from East County. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, even though I know black people are moving more there in waves because the high cost and rent and stuff like that, I still get cringe, in areas of Ramona and stuff like that. I would rather people know if they're close to say, hey, look, man, I'm out here. Make sure that I'm safe and everything. Yeah. But what's the vision that you see for it? Because I'm just thinking, and I'm hearing you talking. I'm thinking of like events that you can throw together with the people that are there on the app once you start figuring out users, like having pop-up places and stuff like that. I'm also just thinking of like different ways for people to network and stuff because, I mean, you can network through hardships, you know what I mean? Or building a friendship with someone who just wants to make sure that you're genuinely safe. Like there's so much opportunity for growth.
The thing is, I feel like it's only going to take and this is probably going to happen really early on. It's going to take one like success story where someone just like hits up the news real quick, and then that'll take that shit to the next level right there. Just on some like, you know what? Because this is like it's one of those like, damn, how did nobody not think of something like this? Because it's in theory it seems simple, but it's like, oh, it's not out here, and then all of a sudden, you the first one to go, and like I really think once it gets off and running, it's gonna take one, even like the most minuscule, or it's all big, but like just a tiny story. Like, damn, this shit work.
I wonder what would have happened to me if I didn't have this.
Right? Yeah, what
this shit work, and then and like a lot of good things, like word of mouth. That shit travels fast.
Real deal.
And then next thing you know, and then you plus when you're pushing on things, there's plenty of other social media you can use to push. Right. And because it's free, like it don't cost you nothing, even just to download it. Right. Even if you haven't used it or you put all the notifications on never, just to like on some support shit. Word. Because the numbers do matter. Like even if a whole bunch of people don't use it, the fact that they downloaded it is going to be big for you in the long run. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And because every time you go to the app store, whenever you're trying to find something, it always tells you that number right there, how many people have downloaded it.
Right.
Yeah.
And if there's something of like like a calorie counter or something, you're going to trust the one that has more downloads. Right. Because once you start getting competition.
That's how people judge things. Like, this one has more followers.
This one must work better. You know what I mean?
It must be.
Right. Or there's more people that use it, it's user-friendly, whatever the case may be, too. I think, what are you most proud of, like, in this whole process, man? Because I think, but from George Floyd, well, did we talk about what you saw in the future? We never got to what he got to.
I hijacked that shit.
You did that. So what do you see in the future, man? Don't worry, we pros.
For that. I really see this in all major cities. Like in my mind, right? Like I see it spreading out in major cities, in small cities all over the place, just in neighborhoods. I don't see why it can't. Like you were just similar.
There's no reason not to.
And I want to take any reason out the way why you can't, why it's not a good idea, why you can't just spread it to your people in your area, and if 5 people show 5 people show 5 people, that spreads it right there. So that's what I see. I see just it being used, and I don't know if it's gonna change the landscape of what we see out there. But if one female at a college walking home after her class gets out at 9:30 across campus to her apartment gets saved, bro.
I used to get those emails.
Those are big. Yeah, those are big areas. Big college towns.
Seriously, bro. Like that means that what we thought of here made a freaking difference. Like I really feel it sounds like super lame to say that way, but like if it does that one thing, them 10 people across the world that, hey man, the Peace Watchers saved me from whatever. Like
it does sound cliche, but given the whole just concept of the app, like this is the one time you can say it and it's not cliche because you're clearly not doing this to get rich.
Word.
Like this is strictly for, the movement, strictly for like your purpose.
Yeah.
And so saying it made a difference even as one person, like, no, that's a real thing because there ain't no other reason I made the app.
Right.
That one person could have been my daughter instead of somebody else's daughter, or who, that one person to that person's family. That's everything.
The only thing I would think about that it would suck for me as a user would be like if I got a notification and I'm like, I'm comfortable. I don't feel like,
I just got in the bathtub. Like, damn.
Ain't like, dang.
It's cool. Man. That's why you got like 9 people there, man.
No, I'm just saying.
Lex is cool, but Steve is coming to the rescue right now.
And then you got you got some people that might take the shit too far, thinking they Batman.
Also true.
Vigilantes. The Vigilantes are some like this app is.
We got an app for that too.
Like this.
Okay, and this
they
is
throw
why.
the cape on. Hey. they throw a real cape on. They get the dirty towel. And they like,
bro.
Here we go. That's part of the business insurance thing.
Oh man, he said the
This is
Vigilante
why
app.
I've been waiting for something like this.
I've been waiting to get in other people's business. I didn't pass police academy. Marvel didn't want to take me, so I'm about to do something.
I knew I was a superhero. I've been waiting
that's playing these video games.
And that's the thing. That's why we opened the
Mr. Incredible
YouTube.
now?
We got the YouTube,
man. And you get the real
with the
people.
examples of the do's and
It ain't
don'ts.
Black Man, right?
No, right. You got to.
How you
The same
You got a
way-
Marlon's brother on
the
there,
same
Black
way- the
Man.
same
They were
reason-
J5.
Right. Exactly. The same reason Gorilla Glue says don't put the shit in your hair. Somebody did
Still
it.
right.
Yeah.
And he's like,
that's
why
true.
would anybody do this? Because somebody did it.
Somebody
That's exactly what we
Somebody
put.
did this.
Look at our YouTube. Go
Look,
follow.
hey, especially right now, you might want to wait a couple months to drop because the new Batman just came out. There's new people are super ready to go. Like,
Spider-Man.
don't let the shit be fired.
The new Batman.
The new Batman just
He
dropped.
picked the one guy with no powers,
my
man.
God,
Don't do this.
bro.
We got to guess.
Don't
do it.
What's the stances on Batman? Where are we going with
Don't
that?
do it. No.
Remember I told you rich people get bored? I just told you. That's where I'm going to leave it at because he'll go down the rabbit hole. I know him.
You can't just leave it and don't let me respond.
Respond quickly, man.
Nah, man, I'm not. You got it.
We talk off mic. That's fine. That's fine.
That might be the title of the episode too.
So what do you? Oh no, I'm
got
on
it.
with the vigilante. With the vigilante
Nah,
by
it's either
Peace
you
Watch.
got it or white guilt.
Not white guilt.
We need the white folks. We need all our allies.
sure,
We definitely
for
need the
sure.
white
I'm just
allies.
saying,
I ain't gonna
for
lie to
everybody.
you.
White guilt is advantageous for you sometimes.
I just need more than 25% of the population.
You need
your
to
population
you need to
feel
go.
that.
You need to tap into the
I
white
need
guilt to get us
75%
on.
white
Gotta
guilt.
tap
That's
in.
why you here, man. You tap into
they
the white
don't- they
audience
don't
that
fuck-
we need.
No, I can't. Like I'm wasting all my white privilege. I'm fucking all of this up.
You went all in. I'm pushing the all in.
All the chips is in. I ain't even got nothing in the hand either, though. I'm gonna push some chips
I ain't
all
chasing no
in.
clout. I ain't done
I'm turning my shit in right
just sitting
now.
here.
Oh man, what are you most proud of about this app,
my
man?
God.
No, we ain't even finished that answer yet.
You
My
know-
bad.
What, Batman? We
No,
all
no,
Batman.
no,
Oh,
I'm saying
okay.
we even you asked that question again.
No, because
No.
I asked in
That's
the
what I'm
first
saying.
one. I'm back. Don't
Yeah.
worry, we professionals.
Yeah, for sure. Most proud of, man. Most proud of. You know, I think I'm most proud of taking a real painful, difficult energy and do something positive with it. I think in those moments, the fear, the anger, the fiery feeling we all wanted to go do something, but I just didn't know what to do. And I really am proud of, you know, myself and the team, my brother, my boys. Shout out to my team. Shoot, my goodness, Kevin, Zeke, Cynthia, my mom and dad, Heather and Bernard, my boy Tree, Melvin. Like, we really put that energy into doing something positive, man. I'm so proud of that because it's real.
Yeah.
We didn't make something up to try to get ahead, like you were saying. Try to make.
Yeah.
We really took a real feeling, a real energy, man, and just try to do something positive with it. And we stuck to it. Like it's easy to come up with an idea and it can fall off, and that happens in so many of our lives. Nothing wrong with that, but it just happens. But we really pedaled uphill on this thing, man, and I'm proud of the 2 years we put in.
And you know what's great is, and not to keep bringing money back into it, but the fact that not only you, but you got a group of people that are like, yo, we all about to do this. It's not for any. It's not to come up, or to hit a lick. It's like we doing this for a reason, and to have that many people see the vision, like that doesn't happen often. Even if it is something to do with money. So the fact that you got those people in your life that are running with you, like that's when you older. I feel like you can appreciate that a lot more when it comes to.
I got a quick story about that. The moment my lady said, hey, you should make that an app so everyone can have that, right? I set up the plan to do this, right? Because my idea and right? And then I went to my people and I said, hey, called all my people, my day ones and my close ones. Meet me at my parents' house Sunday. I'm having a little meeting. Right?
Oh, that sounds like prepaid legal. You selling juices? You selling juice or body lotion?
And I gave them the spiel like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what we're going to do. And it takes this much money. If you're willing to put in and buy in now,
yeah, that's crazy.
A percentage of this idea, whatever. It's worth nothing now, but one day it will be. If you want to put money in and help me get there, and man, my people, bruh, said, hell yeah, whatever you want to do, we got faith in you and how much you are gonna step forward in this. And bro, I could cry.
That's beautiful to have,
bro.
man.
I could cry.
Like I feel
talking
you
about
on that.
what that meant for me that day, because it took all of my
especially if there was like no hesitation, like 100%. If you say it, like I believe it.
I was scared to even ask you to step out weakness like that and ask for money for someone, and like I was like, it took me a while to even do that, but I put it together and said, I got to do this. And man, they all, bruh.
We don't know who they is, but they do that all the time.
It's not the they that Khaled be talking about, because they don't want you to win.
But there is a they. I don't want to be specific.
They don't want you to have a number one album.
But they pull in, like getting investors all the time is what you need. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I really commend you, brother. Because like it's hard for us to pull, some of our own in our community to buy in. I wish that we had the connectedness like, the Asian community has, the Indian community has, the white community, where they, band together. Mm-hmm. No, y'all be banding together.
I think you're speaking more on Jewish.
Different tax brackets. No, you don't beat that criteria.
Let me
you don't beat that.
Let me lighten it up real quick. Shout out to Wifey again, because obviously she said it, but let me just pretend that she wasn't like let's pretend that when she said you should make that an app, she was joking. Now she knows moving forward, I can't tell this. He gonna go do it. We haven't had a date night because he's so damn busy. And I was joking, and he went and just did all this thing.
Now he out here chasing the vigilante.
I'm glad he trying to work that word in, because
I already know what I'm doing. I gotta go catch this guy.
He's going vigilante right now on my episode ideas.
Any lasting thoughts, man? Because we gonna go ahead and smack on to the rest of the episode, man. Any lasting thoughts you want to give the people, where they can find you guys at and everything, man?
First of all, I appreciate y'all for having me here.
I appreciate you coming through, man. We've been talking for 3-4 months now about it, man.
Seriously, I really respect y'all, what y'all got doing. Man, we are at The Peace Watchers on Instagram. We are at Peace Watchers on Twitter. Our YouTube is at The Peace Watchers, spelled just how it's supposed to be spelled.
You gotta break it down for them, because someone's they gonna treat it like a 2-piece of biscuit, 2 piece in a biscuit. They gonna type some shit wrong, man.
P-E-A-C-E.
Hey, he ain't lying. When you said that, I was like, somebody would mess that up.
People that don't know the difference between
what? What are we
talking about? The people that don't know the difference between there and there. Don't know the difference between red and read.
I did not even think about.
I'm saying it.
Someone might spell it like 2-piece in a biscuit.
Yeah, man. The Peace Watchers. What peace we talking? He said it was non-violent.
Yeah.
He said it was non-violent.
They thinking it's an app for used guns. You gonna have the whole NRA go sign up like, I've been waiting for some shit.
Hey, you hear about that Peace Watchers?
Been waiting for some shit like that.
Oh man, these are the guys right
and
here.
They got serial numbers.
Y'all hope they got too much.
Where we meeting at?
Oh my goodness, but thank y'all for the support. Download the app on all app stores: Apple iOS, Google App Store, 222.
I'm so old. I thought there was only one store.
Its app is free. 22222 on Tuesday.
So while you listening to you can't listen to Donda because this ain't gonna be on streaming.
Yeah.
While you something dropping 222. While you call your man's from Baltimore to ask him to say the date out loud just for shits and giggles. Download the app.
There you go. That's the one. Get my hand claps right ready, man. And while he does that, let me tell you how I ran, like how this came about. So I met you through Allie Ryder, I believe, and I believe Allie, she used to do like articles and stuff like that. I think she said like down in Chula Vista she worked for like a paper or something like that. And so like right before the pandemic started, right, I take a Uber, I go downtown. She picks me up. Now the crazy part is like I personally don't see that many like female Uber drivers around 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
True.
You know what I mean? So I was like, that's kind of different. I even do the DoorDash thing. I see women, they ride in cars with they dudes sometimes. And it's like, oh, okay, I get why he's there though. You know, you making sure nothing crazy's happening. And so I'm talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, you know, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I work, you know, such and such." I don't say
sound like a pimp.
Who? Him?
No, I'm talking about the dudes that roll with
Oh
their
no,
girls.
man, I make it sound like
we got the legal hustle
I just
now,
got what
baby.
you said.
You ain't got to do that no more.
I just got what you
still roll
said.
with you.
I just got what you said. It made quick.
Make sure he got extra hot.
But that's why they. But that's how I met him. And so like she hit me up maybe about a year and a half later and was like, "Hey, look, I just want to start connecting you with dope people that are doing stuff in the community. You know, I got my man Justin from the Peace Watchers, and you know, I think it would be a really dope interview. So now I hit you up, and so now knowing like, hey, when your release date and everything was going to be, it makes sense. You know, now while we were able to connect. But I mean, I'm just glad to see you here, man. So that was cool.
Man, it's a small world out there. Like, and I met her through another connection that got out of nowhere. So it's funny how these things all fall into place, man. And I really feel like we're really pushing a positive thing, and blessings are just going to fall in.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Meeting you was a blessing. Meeting y'all was a blessing.
We just met. We cool.
I need to kick with y'all again because just off camera conversation, y'all got me crying over.
Yeah,
here,
man. The energy alone, man. I'm glad he awake now. It'll take him a while. He started going right when he came in. He said a word, but I told you when you get on the mic, you gonna see it blow. He ready now.
Word.
I'm Bill Belichick, right? Tom Brady.
Word.
I gotta get him. I do that to him all the time.
Word.
All right, since I knew this was gonna be the husband cast, right? I'm almost there. I had something for you. So we do this thing called Read 'em and Weep. I'm gonna read a story that I got off the internet somewhere. Lately, I've been wholesome about it.
It's Dear Abby.
No, it ain't. Don't hate on my stuff. Get it from everywhere. But this is a Dear Abby type one right now. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
All right.
My wife doesn't like the gifts I bought her.
Oh shit! Hold on. When this coming out? All right. Yeah.
Go. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Make amends tonight. Here we go. My wife doesn't like the gifts that I bought her. I got her an Apple Watch for her birthday, which is 2 days after Christmas. The only model they had in stock was the SE, which is a fine watch. If they had the Series 7, I had to bought it because I know how she is. Of course, she had to look up the price, which was $120 less than the Series 7. After spending $700 on a designer bag for her for Christmas, buying her a dozen other things and an Apple Watch, she had the audacity to call me cheap, and I'm deeply hurt. I tried to talk to her about it, but she's always being overly sensitive. For what it's worth, she got me nothing for Christmas. Right up your alley, yeah. I told you.
I'm the vigilante right now. Hey, put the piece. Hey, you got like I'm coming to save you, brother. Let me know what I need to do.
I'm mad because that was the bad symbol.
It's a peace watcher.
I know.
Hey, it's my lady tripper tonight.
Oh man, he came out.
They married her. That's just his girl.
He said his wife.
Ooh.
That's his wife, and he's cheap.
So you stuck, huh?
Yeah. So here's my thing. I don't know. There is a little bit of there's a swing, I would say, in terms of like how society is ran a little bit now versus previously before, right? And I would like to say that
you sound real Make America Great Again.
No. I'm just saying that there's a swing. No, you didn't even let me finish. Dang, Peace Watcher, fellow Peace Watcher, don't judge me, man. But what I'm saying is like I feel like my fiance gives really good gifts. You know what I mean? But I don't know if the festiveness, like in other holidays, so like Valentine's Day passed, right? She got on me because we were so busy, neither one of us got each other Valentine's Day gifts, right?
Okay.
Because it was just the law of the land with everything that's going on.
It's a made up holiday. I really got to run with that.
But here's the thing: I've
Okay.
never had like a anyone take me out for Valentine's Day personally. At least maybe I got bad taste in previous relationships, but it's never been organized like that.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, it's usually on the man, to kind of put like those things together. Half the time, I would say, unless you have a woman in your life who takes initiative on those things. Not saying that it doesn't happen,
right.
but it's just rare that I see it. For the most part, I see women gloating about the things that they get, whether it be gifts or trips and stuff like that.
Because it's for the
more so
gram.
than the men.
It's not. It's not. Oh, you got me. This is like, ooh, now I get to stand on these. Yo, man, make other men feel like.
Don't
shit.
worry, I bleep him out.
Yeah, my bad. He's super wholesome.
Yeah, he didn't. Don't worry. I was like, yo, because he got family lists. I bleep him out. He won't even know. He won't even know the difference.
Listen. And not everybody, but even the most wholesome of women. Sometimes like, oh, this is nice. Now I can say that I got this. Like,
Oh yeah, status
Instagram
thing.
is a real thing, man.
It's a status thing.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. From my man right here. This sound like he's gonna have to let that go eventually at some point if that's where he's at.
It's either it's
700 is a lot of money to spend. You know?
And he said a dozen. That means 1, 2, 3. That's 12. He might have said a baker's dozen.
And he got a bag
13.
too. When I first read it, I thought he said $120 watch. I was
It
like,
sounded like he made.
He said $120 less.
And someone like you who's born around that same time, the plight. He made sure to. No, this is you got a Christmas and you got a birthday. And she's still tripping?
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I forgot about it.
And then she didn't get him anything. So if she got him something dope,
He probably
she
sound
would
like a
have something to battle with. Like, look what I got you. Look what you got me.
Yeah.
But she didn't get him nothing. What you arguing for?
Because he sound like the type of dude that don't need nothing. Like, you don't got to get me nothing. But I'm doing this. I bit the bullet.
Nah, I need something.
Nah, bro.
I need something.
I don't know about
I
that.
need
I'm not
peace.
just saying no one-way street.
Yeah, I need something.
It
doesn't have to be monetary though.
It is for me.
Or
No,
it
that's
doesn't
what
have
I'm
to be a
saying.
value.
I need
Yours is peace.
All I want is peace.
Mine could be like, like
PEA.
or allowance and doing something.
Back in the day, maybe PIEC, but no. Right now, it's PEA.
You can't get both.
Yeah, man. I mean, like that to me, that's just crazy, man. I don't know, man. Love yourself, King. You know what I mean? If it keeps, I'm sure there's other departments that he's not talking about. We only getting a snapshot of something.
That's what I'm saying.
Really
Was she
set
like
him
this
off.
before you married her, or do you know? Are you mad now? But did you know who you married?
He putting the onus back on him.
That's a question.
I'll shoot her a little bail if she changed, if she switched up, or would she always like this?
If she was always like that, it's like, man, you knew what you was getting into then.
Because
man.
we fall victim to the point where we're like, like we throw this on, and you're like, oh, it's like my shit was like $18, right? It's titanium,
right?
You know what I mean? But not even that. Even when you just put the title on things, this is my girlfriend. Like all of a sudden you start acting different. Like it woke up, it's a different day. I'm doing the same thing, but all of a sudden you get this title.
Right.
Only thing changed for me is my tax status.
Right.
Now I gotta be a little exempt, and now you just like, no, things different now.
At some point, you gotta choose happiness, bro.
That's real.
I'm gonna start supersizing my fries. I'm gonna start unfolding the laundry.
Start playing golf. I'm out of here.
Upgrade myself.
Hit my hand class, man. We gonna buzz through them. This one. So, do you watch a lot of television? I imagine not right now, man, because you've been doing
really. That's a lot of sports, a lot of stand-up. Sports and stand-up comedy are my two things. As far as like TV shows, I don't really follow too many TV shows.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a commitment. I mean, even him, he watches them 6 months after they release. That's his thing. Yeah, it's crazy, man. He's like season 3 in 90 Day Fiance, which was like 8 years ago.
Now. Yeah. But that's because they have so many spin-offs. Like you can never be current because it's always something going on.
So what we talk about here, at least, is like shows to watch, right?
Okay.
And so on Amazon Prime, there's Jack Reacher. We didn't talk about.
You did that last week.
Did I really?
That's why I was like, oh.
So I didn't change anything.
So you didn't change it. So I put one on.
I got another one. Bel Air.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
so that's on Peacock.
Bel Air.
Now it's not bad, right? Let me just say that. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Okay,
I'm
I won't ruin it for you.
And the fire stick messed up. Anything that's
so you haven't seen it either.
I ain't seen it.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about it in the perspective of what we've already seen, at least in trailers.
I didn't like the casting just on the photos, just because Uncle Phil can't be like Diesel. Like he got to be fat.
He looks like Idris Elba.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Uncle Phil.
Here's my thing though. if you make it just like the classic show, it's gonna fail regardless.
No.
It's
gonna automatically lose, bro.
That's
You can't make it like this.
I didn't say anybody else. I just need Uncle Phil to be fat. He didn't need to be light skinned. He didn't need to be a judge. He didn't need to be none of that. Just make him fat.
Which he's not. He's not a judge in this one.
He's not.
Nah, he's
you know what?
He's a district attorney.
Half of Fresh Prince is him making fat jokes to Uncle Phil, so maybe they could because it was a drama.
Well, that's the thing. This kid is still got Will's energy though.
You have to
in a serious role.
That's dope,
right? What I don't like is because y'all gonna watch it, and we can talk about it a little more later. Is how they did Carlton in this role. But so something that they talked about that
what's his dance?
There's no dance.
Oh man, he not even walking around.
Okay, let me tell you this.
You seen the whole thing already? The whole season?
No, it's only 2 episodes out.
Okay.
At the time when I watched, it's probably 3 now. Carlton plays lacrosse.
Okay. He's athletic now.
He's an athletic dude, and he runs.
No, he played. He just he got mad and passed the ball to Will. He threw that shit full court.
That was basketball.
I know, but he was still playing stuff.
No, this version of him plays lacrosse.
Well, if you lived in Bel Air, it makes sense.
Yeah, and he fits the mold of the black prep school kid that, has been
actually
in that
athletic though.
Yeah, and he's.
Like, I run this shit.
All right, you know what? I would just say this.
The black lacrosse
This is the only thing I'm going to say without giving a storyline. He's a drug addict.
Who, Carlton?
Yes.
Oh shit.
That also fits the Bel Air though.
No, I do. But Carlton was the young Republican. Oh my! Remember
Super
when they got?
square,
he's still that.
Remember when they got pulled over by the cops? Calm down, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't touch drugs. Will accidentally gave him drugs in Fresh Prince
and felt bad about it.
Terrible.
No, he's openly crushing pills and snorting them.
Oh,
that threw me off. That was like for me, it was like, yo, I'm with y'all on this, but I'm not like
you're not gonna because
Carlton's
your hero.
He's not my hero, but it's just even how they interacted. I'm not gonna tell you anything
you
else.
You wear the golf sweater
but
just like him.
That part was the one that look how I'm dressed now. I don't look like I be on the golf course. They look at me and ask me if I'm lost.
I don't look like
the municipal golf course is down the street.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's funny.
Oh no, when I say country club and municipal, then you can start because you would be at the municipal with me.
There's a difference between the city park and the HOA.
There you go. There you go.
But that was what was off-putting for me. Like,
wow, that's different.
Yeah, the seriousness of it reminds me like of a Power and stuff like that, and some situational stuff.
Don't do that.
But like, it is, bro.
Power is not serious. Power is funny to me.
Yes, by bad acting standards. This doesn't have bad acting. I think the acting is great and the storyline is great. They even have a battle rapper that's in there. I listen to battle rap.
I'm big in the battle rap.
Oh, see,
they're more easy, right?
Get you out of here.
Yeah. Easy to block.
See how you knew how easy to block every day? Hey,
easy,
man, you
fire.
I can't say. Because my next question was like, "Oh, is Carlton? Does he get now?"
Well, see, that was the other thing too, because Lisa looks completely different in this one too, and they even like the storyline is crazy. But y'all gotta watch it, man.
I'm going to.
I'm
going to. Once I knew that Easy was in there, I was going to watch it. For sure.
And he's a great actor. Sounds like Chris Rock, but great actor though, man. And he's believable because I believe him when he's battle rap.
Right.
I'm like, oh man,
very
I'll
believable.
Shoot your mother.
yeah.
I believe on him right now.
Hey, he was trying to find him. I was like, yo, how he go? Well, anyway, let's go.
I can't wait to see it now. You got me hyped. For sure.
My shit seem all minuscule now. So I finally got to all Madden. Nothing dramatic about it. Just about an hour too short, but an hour and some change.
Glorify the white man for a little bit, man. It's all right.
No, but
I'm just playing, man.
The great thing about Madden is, and like I said, it was an hour too short because I'm of the age bracket where I grew up, and he was the broadcaster, and then the video game guy. Mm-hmm. You're a little bit older, maybe, but no, because he was done with coaching for a minute. Yeah. But like, there's a certain generation like, no, that's coach.
You knew he was the coach.
Yeah, he's coach.
He was broadcaster.
The first person coach that became the broadcaster.
He was Tony Romo before Tony Romo.
And then the thing is, even the youngest kids who we don't identify anything with because they be on whatever they on now, they know Madden still.
Yeah.
So the generational span that he's done of relevancy and impact.
He's been going for broadcasting for a minute too, and that's
been
the
going
thing.
for over
people still
2
know
decades.
who he is. Yeah,
and
the first guy with the telestrator and drawing
right,
all
that. And so
they,
so this is great for all these generations. Like obviously, the older people were there the whole time, but someone like me was like, oh, I didn't realize I didn't realize the hesitancy he had for the broadcast part. Because when I got there, he was already good, and he was already doing his thing.
Right.
I didn't realize he was like, "Oh no, I don't want to do that because I'd rather do this and that." Like, I come from the Little Giants era where he pulls up in the bus and brings them out, like and does his thing. You know what I mean?
Classic Little Giants.
He was always like, "Oh yeah, he did coach them." The annexation of Puerto Rico and shit like that. Like, yeah, Raiders, Vikings, like that whole thing. Like, I get it. But yeah, so if you're really in, like, I'm real nitpicky with docs about people that I fuck with. Like, it's great. Everyone watched the NWA movie and was like, "Oh, this is great." And the thing is, I can't enjoy shit like that. If I'm really invested, I'm gonna be like, "Nope, that wasn't real. That's exaggerated. I want," or "Why you ain't talk about this?" It's like, because we don't have fucking 10 hours,
right?
And it's like, they have to, and that's just who I am. But yeah, it was an hour too short, but good nonetheless. If you ain't seen it, I realize most people that watch TV in real time, you probably saw it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Because it came out.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
It came out like a week before he died. But
you're like my dad, though. My dad's how my dad is with.
Damn, I'm that old, man.
With gun. My dad's retired Marine, right?
Yeah.
The anything that got guns and bang bang bang, he's counting the bullets. Like, now that magazine has 16. There's no way. Like that. Like, it has to. There can't be any faulties in. Like, so like John Wick stuff, he's all about. Anything else besides like lower than that, he can't mess with it because it has to have everything. Or he's gonna knock it down. He's gonna knock it down if it doesn't. So I can tell it's like that. It's like that for sure.
Yeah.
Word.
Do we need to pause or you need to get up? You can go ahead and get up.
No, you saw I looked at him crazy.
Yeah. Who knew that PS5 wouldn't be that great? All right, here we go. So, shit you wasn't outside for, man. All right, this is what we'll wrap up because we made it a full hour. I didn't think we was gonna make a full hour with what we had, but I'm glad we had fun on the front half though. That was great.
We'll bring this one or do this one first, just because we still a week removed, and that's why I put it up there. The NFL experience.
Yes.
Did you ever go to that?
I did. It was up in La Jolla when they had it. And they gave us a little backpack and stuff. It's for the kids,
one
right?
was that? Because I didn't know.
When was the last time we had a Super Bowl in San Diego? 2002? Or not 2002. 2003, yeah.
We had 98 and 03.
Yeah, I went to the one in 98. Yeah, I went to 98.
Bucks and Raiders?
It was somewhere up north.
Yeah, 03 was Bucks and Raiders.
It was somewhere up. It was up north.
We had
it wasn't
Broncos,
down here.
Packers.
I have the backpack still. Like, they gave you a little duffel bag back in the day.
I'm not going to fight you with on that part, but I went to both of them.
I want to say it was La Jolla, bro. The practice facility is up. Everything that people do when they come to San Diego is above
I feel
anyway.
You.
So there's a good chance I might be wrong because I'm telling you this as like 11-year-old me.
I thought it was near the stadium, and the practice facility is right there.
What I told you in my mind,
it might have felt like La Jolla.
Yes, exactly.
The 8 was so far north when you're little.
Yeah, now we get there. It's different. Man. Even Mission Valley is different now.
I miss it, man. I would love to take the kids to something like that because in '98 I was 9-10 years old. Like, I had a blast.
They still do it.
I know that's what I'm saying, but they only do it when they're in your city, like the official one.
Oh,
so me and Jonathan went to both of them, and they had like the pass, punt, kick, and everything, and they were doing. It was a bunch of cool things that kids enjoy, and that was one of the other sad parts. That it's like, damn, we can't get a new stadium. They said we'll bring the Super Bowl to y'all like every few years because why not?
I don't even feel like Rams fans appreciate it. I saw the little parade pics that they were showing. I was like, "Dog, y'all don't."
It's because it's LA.
It'd be even worse if it's the Chargers, though. That's my point.
No,
it's like, why are they there, man? That angers me.
Because the Super Bowl is not for the average person anyway. As you see the ticket prices, and when it's in LA, like you saw everybody that was there, and it's like, anybody, it's like it looks like the Lakers floor seats.
Yeah,
that's just what it's going to be like in LA. San Diego's a little different because we don't have that type. We don't have the Hollywood stuff. We just down the street.
Right.
So when you bring it here, you're going to have a bunch of the average people, and then it's still corporate nonetheless. But still, like, I just remember the obstacle courses. Like, it was a good time, and obviously it's not like you wasn't outside because it still happens today. But it is for people here because we haven't had one in almost 20 years.
Did you go to the last one we had? Or have you ever been to one?
To the NFL experience? No, I've never been to one.
Yeah, it was pretty legit. As a kid, I mean, it's like an opportunity to run around and play and get tired. As a parent, I'm like, yeah, keep running, keep going and get having fun.
I wish I would have known about it.
That's because when the Super Bowl was in your, like, it brings a different energy.
Yeah,
to the city.
Hell, even when the All-Star game came for baseball, it was different. Like people, even when your team is winning, you know what I mean? Like the whole city is just different. Yeah. You start seeing more Padre hats, people putting away.
Going on.
Let me put my Yankee hat away. I'm a Padre fan today.
For real. More money in the city going around.
You got
visiting.
You got some legends on here. Miss Cleo.
Hey.
So and this shit you wasn't outside. We talk about stuff from like in the past, and we like randomly we'll run into it. Miss Cleo called me. Did she have some legal trouble?
Cleo.
I
Did she?
I need a doc.
Yeah, I think
She deserves at least an hour.
See, that's why he did you when he said I want to get it to your pockets. He wanted to help you out because now we got to document it on what you intend to do with your app and everything else.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, when you blow up and you do your doc, I just throw a little bit of this footage in there. If it's still going,
yeah, we'll still be small scale at that point. We'll take our 1,200 listeners a month. You know what I mean? And we'll be good. Just throw us a little sprinkle in there. Hey, shout out to
Miss
shout out
Cleo
to the
look
mom
like
and
she
pops.
need to like season 2 of Did you ever watch what is that called? Generation Hustle?
I did
on
not.
HBO.
I did not.
It's like scammers galore.
But I mean,
Scammers.
but I think that's what
It's like
she was a
American-
scam.
Cleo.
No, I don't. That's the
But
part
so,
I don't know.
I
Well,
will say-
don't say she wasn't a scam. 'Cause
I said she
wasn't a scam.
was. I said
Oh, yeah.
that she was.
Just the accent
She was like
alone.
Michael Blackson. Like
Oh wait, her accent isn't real.
no, it's like
What?
Michael Blackson. She from Philly and shit.
For all
No.
the West Indians out there, when y'all heard Miss Cleo
Holla.
say, "Call me out," you
See
knew
what I
you
mean?
already knew shit
She
was
was doing
not
it-
real.
I really thought she was like an islander, man. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, man.
For your free reading.
Hey, he doing hey, that's all
Because
good right
he
there.
knows the dictation and like how it's supposed to sound.
It sounds just like Sebastian.
But see, to the regular,
Hey, whoever did Sebastian, he was legit, man. He was they got him for the real deal, for the Little Mermaid. Hey, you see what I watched as a kid, don't judge me.
hey man,
That's classics, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, but some people actually buy into the tarot reading cards. I don't. You shuffle a deck. I know the probability of you pulling up something and just start making it up. But some people believe in it.
I'll
I
tell
get
about
it.
the sin of your sage if it's fake or not.
I told you about bad nuts, man.
Crazy.
Oh man.
Bought
Oh,
that shit from Etsy.
here we go. You was here long enough to know this. Turko Files.
I remember that's off of my man from the news, right?
Yeah,
For the
KUSI?
KUSI.
So local, he
Yeah.
wasn't outside.
He was like
Yeah.
the Better Business Bureau before they became a real thing. Turko Files go get you.
That's what you need to get on.
Yeah,
to
man.
Push your shit.
That's
That's the
I
San
think he
Diego
retired
Reader.
now, though.
No, he been retired.
So yeah, what he used to do is he would go to business and like if there was a problem or something like that, he would call him out and he would go up there raw too, uncut.
Yeah.
It'd be 7
he was
in the morning.
He was bar rescue.
Bring a camera in there.
And
You
he'd
might
get up
want to go
there.
check this Lolita's out. I don't know what they doing, man.
Oh man, they said it was roaches in the food. What do you guys got to say about that? Did he get the one cook? The one cook
my
that's
God.
new that don't speak a lot of good English yet, man. Talk about it. So what do you have to say about the roaches in the food? I said, hey man, I didn't even know there's roaches in there,
I
man.
thought it was part of the recipe.
Man, he was pretty good, man.
Turko.
Speaking of another one that we don't have on here that is still an all-time classic.
Don't exhaust all our lists.
I got one more. One more. It's not even on the list. This is one I thought of thinking about Turko. War of the Roses.
That shit's still going. Everybody was
Nah,
outside.
I know,
for that.
but at
It's
the
still
outside,
going?
it's still
It's so-
going.
but it's like
people don't listen to
reality TV.
92.5
It's
anymore.
scripted.
I listened to the radio
think it
a long
is?
time.
If it's not, then here's what.
See, I
when
told you,
see shit
Randy,
like
no one
that,
got him,
no, it's
got him
not-
fired up. Come on,
I laid
use that white privilege.
I laid down. It's not even white privilege. It's more like I laid down at night thinking like, yo, if this shit is real, there's no way I can't make it.
Oh, break that down.
What I mean is like, there's like idiots out here that are doing more or less okay, and they're just like, and I can't make it with a little bit of push.
Damn.
Yo, he said there ain't no
There's
reason
fucking
why I
ain't no
can't.
reason.
There is, and he's got a point though. I get it
There's
because
no reason.
Hey fam, why are you sending the side chick roses, man?
Shit like that, it's like okay. Not
That don't make any sense, man.
of
Like,
some
why
of
would you do that?
Some of we're living in a misinformation time, and you think about some of the things that, like, not one, but like a big group of people believe. I'm not making this anything about vax. I'm talking about random other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like just random those things that people put so much of their real stock in. Like, oh, I thought we were joking. Like, no, you, and your mortgage is paid every month. You seem to be okay. You ain't starving. How I can't make it, man? And you over here running with this. You got a whole basement full of chicken and the sea tuna and batteries just ready for the zombies to come, and I can't make it. I'm not even asking to make it like that.
He said it batteries.
What you mean I can't make it, man?
Oh man, that's funny.
War of the Roses.
Bruh, that gives
Who's
you
Martha?
inner confidence.
And it's not even like you can like Catfish, right? I feel like a lot of that's got to be scripted at this point. But like, at least the writers are trying a little bit. Like the stories are okay. We're gonna push suicide this week. We're gonna push transgender stuff. Like War of the Roses, you can only do so many different scenarios.
I just think like if I ever got that, hey, we want to give out a dozen rare roses. Now, obviously, for me, there is no one else that I would send it to, but to my fiance.
Hey, send them to me because there ain't nobody giving me my flowers.
Oh man, but I'm just saying, man. That, like, how random does that happen? You know what I mean? Oh, we just opened up a local flower shop here in Chula Vista, and we want to give you a free promotion.
It sounds like money laundering. There's a lot of money in flowers. There's a doc on that.
A lot of cash to cash. Hand
wait, you're not joking.
There's a doc on that.
Hey, because
there's a lot of money in flowers.
If you go up,
there's a cash business, baby.
Documentary guy.
It's funny that he said that though, because if you, I don't even want to do
all
this
those
to him, but it's the
businesses.
truth. Off of Genesee, there's a taco shop. Right, and then there's a flower shop right next to it. They own.
You ain't never seen nobody there, but they still in business.
But they own it. That's the thing. The taco shop owns the flower shop, and there's no one ever there. And I'm like, yo, how does it stay? They got flowers, but they ain't get ever. I used to work right there, so I would go to 7-Eleven all the time. I've never seen anybody walk in there. And so now that you said, and then it also gets me thinking about the mattress. Like mattress garbage. That's all mafia stuff.
Oh, man.
You see a mattress firm right here down the street. Another one down here. I say, yo, one of them's a storefront.
Ain't nobody sleeping that much. My mattress is good for a good 10 minutes.
Ain't nobody sleeping that much.
Oh man,
y'all wild over here, bro.
I am not doing that much sex where I need to replace this shit. I don't need to replace my mattress.
They gotta sell every President's sale this weekend. Man, they gotta sell every week.
It's a sale every week. So is it a sale or is it the price? Stop telling me this shit is 10% off when it's always been this price.
For real, it's the same thing.
I can't fucking
I
stand
saw
it.
2 months ago.
But see, my man, I ain't gonna say it, but my furniture man in the hood right up the street.
Yeah.
Everything been on sale since 1989. That shit been there the whole dog. Ain't nobody bought furniture from you, man. And I seen the Corvette you pulled up in. My tire guy back in the day, back when I used to put shoes on her. Why are these? You telling me I get rims and tires for this price? They moving coke out the back door. You good, man? Just don't say nothing.
Or they give you a price. Oh, for the rims and tires, $1,400, whatever. But if it's cash, $750. You be like, wow,
it's a big deal.
It's a huge difference.
I ain't gotta put that in the system.
You be like,
I make a little write
from $1,400 to $800 when I got cash. I'll be right back.
But he go charge you $1,400 in the system.
Yeah,
but he gonna take the cash.
No, it worked. It's more like someone must have stole this rim. I don't know.
What rim?
Because $1,400 is $600 after the tax. That's all. If you give me the cash, let's just get this out of here. I ain't gotta,
Y'all moving.
CPA ain't gotta worry about this one.
Don't sign nothing. Just take the tires and go.
Oh man. Well, man, that's it, man. Let's do 3 cheers, man. We already hour and 15 in, dog. This was fun though, man.
Thank y'all, man.
This was great.
Thank
I needed it. It's good. It's always good for us because like we haven't had I told you earlier, like we don't do guests really do during the fall,
right?
Because I noticed like our listens go down. People spend time with their families and stuff like that. So we pick back up in the spring. And so, like, it's just refreshing to have another face in here, another voice in here that like give their opinion about something. Not that I don't love my mans, but we just hold it afloat during the winter season. So, you know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
And this is like the start because it's getting warm outside, so we going back outside again. Right. You know what I mean? We go to the beach. We probably hit the beach up soon. So, nice. Yeah, man. I gotta get that situation fixed though. So that was bothering me. So yeah, but I'm glad it worked because this was good, man. I didn't want to waste your time doing it.
No.
Hit my claps. 3 cheers, man. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it mad corny because actually, let's start with you. 3 cheers, something to celebrate. Anything that you could think of off the top of your head. You can even celebrate the launch that you had. But this is a time for you to give a shout out to those that's helped you along the way.
Wow.
Whatever you want,
man. Shout out to my team, man. My team, my family, my parents, Bernard and Heather. My brother, I got 1 sibling, my ace, Kevin, my boy Tree, my boy Zeke, Shout out to all my people, my boy Antoine, like all my loved ones, yo. My cheer is that all my loved ones is healthy. Right now, being healthy is the biggest thing. So shout out to health is wealth, man, and continued health to all my people going forward.
There we go.
Yeah, slow down on the red meat, y'all.
Right. Real deal.
That's real.
It's still Dre Day for me. Happy 57 to the GOAT.
That's right. He ain't getting old. Our grades are getting old.
He getting old. He been old.
I know, like, man. But when you say that, I'm thinking like
he been over
49.
The Chronic drop. He was 27.
I know. I just don't think about
the
it.
GOAT
like that.
producer. The GOAT.
He's the GOAT of my life, man. Honestly, like that's where all my. But yeah, GOAT producer, GOAT, all that shit. Like he's.
Let me ask you something to settle.
I tell my kids. Thought it started off as a joke, but I'm running with it to see how long it takes them to realize it's not true. They think that's their grandpa.
It started off as a joke.
Yeah, they really.
Well, it is a joke because it's not real.
It's
like, hey,
I've seen it.
We seen pictures like, hey, this is your grandpa.
He come on TV.
Funny,
oh, grandpa.
Because it's funny because it's like my wife and me, we don't have like fathers in our lives, so it's like we just kind of. So it's not like they see a grandpa like that. Right. And so I was like, yo, we should take a family picture and Photoshop him in real quick. And then so we got to get ready, y'all. Grandpa's gonna be on the Super Bowl. And so when he comes out, and they're just like, and they're big Snoop Dogg fans. Yeah. But I promise you, the thing is, I really hope it takes them to like 17, 18 to realize, I've been swindled.
No, that's huge.
I ain't never seen him at a birthday or nothing.
Well, he's a busy man.
Yeah, man.
He's a busy man.
Everywhere right now.
Jordan, he has a birthday right after Jordan, so Jordan got a birthday too during this week.
He's about 57, 58 years old too. Yeah.
Jordan 59, 60. He gotta be 60.
He's close.
60? Is MJ 60?
Yeah. God. You think about the times. I want to give a shout out. This is just because for allowing this connection to happen. I want to give a shout out to Allie. So for definitely putting us together, man, and creating the vibes. And you know what? This is one of those things. My fiance asks me all the time. She's like, "Oh, you're always friendly and stuff like that." And
you're friendly to everybody but me.
It's true. No, I ain't friendly to her. Don't let her tell you different.
Oh, she's treating you like a child. Like you would definitely just jump in that white van. You don't even need no candy. you that type of friendly?
You don't need no candy. It's crazy. Oh, hey, where y'all going? No, but she'll say that, and it's like, yo, like sometimes you never know what you will get from being like nice to people. You know what I mean, or being 100. Genuine. You don't, and so like. These are one of those times where it's like, yo, I met somebody where it's like, yo, we have, a really cool connection, and she's connecting me with someone who's doing something positive in the community.
Grown ass man out here still trying to make friends.
Yeah, man. You need to get on the wave, man. Tried to tell you.
No, I'm saying that's what she thinks. No, she feels the same way.
You said it with some sass too.
Because I was like, yo, no, because I was trying to put the
grown ass man.
Girl sass.
I'm your friend.
Girl sass.
I'm your friend.
I'm all the friends you need. Nobody else.
Oh man. All right, man. So next week we will get to it. Lex got a gripe that he want to get off his chest that we wasn't going to put it on here, so I got to make sure I hold him to that energy.
I got to hear about this.
Ain't no peace about this.
I got to hear about this one.
That's the one, man.
That's the thing. But you know what?
We'll tell you off mic so you can hear because it's crazy.
Please.
Because a grown man shouldn't act like this,
I woke up
today. I want to hear what you're saying.
I woke up today okay, though. And by next week, I'm probably not going to care.
You're going to be fired up.
I'll be, for the show.
Let you call one more time and they don't answer the phone. You be like, all right.